Hello and welcome to Word for All season. The message you are about to hear will transform your future and destiny. The Word of God is living and powerful. The principle Pastor Matthew is going to share a proven principle in the circle of life. It has transformed millions of people's life and it could change you too. Life principle never change. Methods may change but principle remain the same. So here is Pastor Matthew.
Hello, welcome to Success Mantra. You have a life in your hand which can make you or break you. Life is full of opportunities. Who said there is unemployment? Who said you can't win it? You can be a winner. Life is good. Life is beautiful. Life is wonderful. It's all about how you look to the life and how you take your day. So today I wanted to talk to you about the rights and responsibilities. We hear lots of conversations about the rights. There are lots of right movements. There are movements to fight for the right for the laborers, fight for the rights for the NGOs, fight for the rights for religion, fight for rights for this, fight for right. We are shocked with all kinds of movement for the rights. I'm not against anybody. Don't take me wrong, but I wanted to tell all of you one thing. Someone has to pay for your right. Today I want to talk to you about rights and responsibilities. Rights is my rights. That's my rights. And other side, I have a responsibilities. My right become my right only when I become responsible. And even if my right has to be implemented, someone has to be responsible for that. Everything starts within us. Often we try to find somebody else responsible to implement our rights, but I want to tell you, you are responsible to get your rights implemented. Lots of things around you can be changed as you change your way of thinking. And one guy was asking a young man, he asked him, do you know what is the problem today? He said, I don't know and I don't care about it. So this man said to this young guy, you have both of them. Ignorance and intimidation are the biggest problem. You got both of them. A person who have a don't care and ignorant attitude, then fight for your rights, he only get frustrated or he makes other people's life difficult in the name of his rights. Now, we as a citizen of India, we have rights. We have the constitution to protect our right. We have the legal system to protect our rights. We have rights. But along with our rights, we also have responsibilities. Our India will become a better country, or our Goa will become a beautiful state only when we are educated about our rights and responsibilities. And people are very keen to learn about the rights. There is lots of right movement all over the country and all over the state. It's all good. But in order to see all these rights implemented, we have to be responsible. We hear lots of cry about garbage. I'm sure not somebody from Karnataka or Maharashtra bring the garbage and dump it in Goa. It's we who create the garbage. So we are responsible to look after our garbage. We are responsible for the garbage we make. We talk about our politicians, how bad they are. Guess what? We are responsible for them as well. We made the politicians. We elected them. Somebody said everyone gets the kind of people whom they deserve. There is a law of the nature. Every action has a reaction. We all get what we deserve. So, when you talk about rights and responsibility today, rights and responsibilities are the two sides of one coin. You have rights as a citizen of this country for various kinds of things. You also have a rights as a citizen of this country to make sure your rights are not on the cost of somebody else, and you have to fulfill your responsibilities. We all have to become good citizens in order to implement our rights. All around us, rights will be implemented only when we are responsibilities. Often people have an attitude when it comes to responsibilities, they will say someone else will do it. When it comes to rights, my rights, I want to fight for it, I want to get it done. Friend, that's a very, very wrong attitude. If you say, I want to think only about my rights and I don't care about the responsibilities, I want to tell you, you are not a patriotic person, you are not a good person, you are a selfish person, you are a burden for all of us in this country. But when you take the responsibilities, when you're really responsible, rights will come to you. I heard this story about a man who was 60-year-old. He said in his young age, he got into a revolutionary movement and he said, I want to change the world. Lots of things are going on wrong and I want to change the world. He became 30, he realized he could not change the world. He said, I want to change my country. He became 40, he couldn't change his country. He said, I want to change my state. He became 50, he still could not change his state. Then he said, I want to change my village. He became 60, he still could not change his village. And he said, I want to change my family. By the time many of them died, and he became 70, he realized he could not change his village as well. Then he realized, I should have thought of changing myself when I was 20. Lots of things around me would have been better. I could have enjoyed my life. So, change takes place from within. You are the starting point of any form of change that you wanted to see happening around you. Waiting for others to change, then we'll have a better world, it does not work. In the name of religion, in the name of communism, we have killed millions of people in the past, but are we free? I must say we are not free. We are still not free. We all are surrounded with the one or other form of slavery or a control. His so-called freedom for the world will start from you. You are the starting point of any change that you want to see happening around you. So when we talk about rights and responsibilities, rights and responsibilities, rights are not something that somebody else has to come and give you. Rights are something that you build within yourself by taking the responsibility of the things that are happening around you. You as a citizen of this country, in order to see the rights implemented, you must be responsible. Without responsibility, you cannot see rights implemented. We have responsibilities as a citizen of this country. We have to obey the rules of our land. I know we all get frustrated, we get angry, we said, I don't want to do it. What's the point of doing? Everybody breaking the law. Look at the politicians, look at the bureaucrats. They do all kinds of wrong and make all the money, and it's frustrating. Why should I obey all the laws of this country and look like a fool or slave? I want to tell you, it may sound it as foolish, but as you obey, after a while, it makes you feel good. A feeling good aspect is one of the most important things that you need in your life in order to be successful. When you feel good about yourself, you feel good about everything around you. You feel good about what you're doing. You feel good about everything. You will see a magical change happening all around. So, number one responsibility is that I must be a responsible citizen of our nation. How many of us will look at our state of Goa and say, this is my state, I want to keep it clean? When I see a piece of plastic on the road or in front of my house, I will clean it. Unless and until we change, our state won't change, our nation will not change. We as a citizen, we have certain responsibilities. We all don't like to dirty ourselves. We all don't like to get into complication. Then we still complain about the things that goes around us. We complain about our politicians, how bad they are. Whatever we want to see a change happening in our state, we must take an initiative of it. You want a clean Goa, start cleaning your surrounding from today. Don't complain about the garbage on the road. Think about the garbage within yourself or within your compound. What are you doing with your garbage every day? Once you learn to look after within yourself and around you, then you will see a change taking place and it spreads all around. So starting off, you have a responsibility as a citizen. And you as a citizen, you must focus on doing good work every day. You love Goa? You want to see a change? Excellent. I do love Goa. I also want to see a change. Let's do something about it. Don't worry about the big politicians who are making problems. Don't worry about somebody else who is damaging. Let's think about what we can do good to make a change in our state. Sometimes it's good to look behind, look in the past, see what went wrong, and look to the future, what we can become, and then look to the present, how we can walk into the change. So your responsibilities will bring right. If you are not responsible, then you fight for your rights. You are trying to get your rights implemented on the cost of someone else. It is always wrong. Most of the time, if you want to change, if you're a person not happy with what's happening around, don't think of what the state can do for me or what the society can do for me. I should think of what I can do for the society. It's all about what I can do. Don't complain about how bad the politicians are. Be a politician if you want to see a change. Don't complain about things that are going wrong. Take an initiative. You may not be able to change the whole state, but I'm sure you'll be able to change yourself, change the surrounding, and that change spreads everywhere. A change of the nation will start from you. Be careful what you say. Every word that you say has power. People will be as they thinketh and as they speaketh. You will become what you speak. Your family become according to what you say. Be careful with what you say. You are responsible with what you say. We are very good in denying what we said. Most of the time, we see in the TV channels, so many cases comes. People come openly and blatantly lying. Some of the scams been exposed in these past 2 years. We are having a wonderful time. We are having a scummy year. Last 2010, 2011 is all about scams, one after the other, all the time. We are going through a great scammy year in these days. And did anybody came and said, yes, I done it, I'm sorry, I want to change it? I wanted to hear such statement. Not a single person. Everybody knows who done wrong, but we all say, no, I don't know about it. I haven't done it. We can sit around and complain about these things, it doesn't change. But when you make a decision that from today you are going to say positive words. You are going to be careful in what you say. You are going to release the words of energy, words of positive power. You will see a world around you is changing. So third point I want to share is that be careful with what you speak. So number one, you're going to be a responsible citizen. As a citizen of this state, what is your responsibility? Put an effort to understand. It's good to think about your rights and get frustrated and upset. But along with that, please think of your responsibility as a citizen. Do you pay your tax? Do you obey the rules? Second thing is that always think of doing good work for others. Second thing is think of doing some good work. Don't go to help the politician. Think of good work around your house, around your village. Get involved in your village committee. Not to make noise to be significant. Sometimes we all put off with these attention seekers. Most of the meeting you go, there are people who raise objections, not because they have an objection. They have an objection because they are not being noticed. That's all. They just want to be noticed. They just want to be a loud mouth. If you all knows they are not true to what they say, because of such kind of characters, most of the time we walk away from it. There's a bunch of rubbish, bunch of bullies. Not. You're going to walk in. You're going to take the responsibility. Get involved. The third is speak good things. No matter how evil you are, you still love good. I don't believe anybody is really bad or anybody is really good. We all have good and bad within ourselves. There is a certain percentage of good and certain percentage of bad. We all have good and bad. What I'm trying to encourage you this morning is amplify the good side of you and detune the bad side. Or increase the good side of you and decrease the bad side of you. Or you learn how to handle your bad side and learn to increase, learn to build up the good aspect that in you. But no matter how good you do, I must tell you, you still have bad in you. So don't get upset when somebody do bad to you, somebody do wrong things. Just don't be disturbed about it. Don't go around talking about it for months as if you are craving for something to gossip. Always speak good things. Speak positive. Speak good words to people around you. If you start speaking positively good things from you as a responsibility, I will guarantee you that you will change first. Your family will change and your entire village will change. And sooner or later, our state also will change. Speak positive. Speak good. The fourth point I want to share, find ways to be peaceable with people. I sat in some business meetings with some professional business people. In the time of business, they would talk in such a passionate way. They will try to push the other guy right to the corner, and they will try to crack the best deal they could ever think of. And they'll get into heated arguments. And they will play all kinds of games to get the best for themselves. And at the end of the business meeting, they all will meet together for a drink. They have a good laugh. First time when I went to such meetings, I got confused. I said, these guys, they were arguing so passionately there. Look at now, they are laughing so passionately. What I learned from these guys, they have separated personal emotions from business emotions. When they were in a business, they were in a business emotion. It's all about cracking the best deal. Once the deal is done, whether I lost or gained, now I got to work with it to make the best out of it. Let's have a fun. That's what I want you to learn. Be peaceable with everybody. Don't try to change anybody. Try to change yourself. You may have somebody who's really foul-mouthed. Stop complaining about him. You be a person who speaks good words to them. You may have somebody who's a very conning or very nagging or whatever you complain about. Learn to find peace with that person. You may have somebody who betrayed you in the past. So what? So what? I like what Vijay Malaya said recently when somebody asked him in an interview about a guy who robbed him so much money. And he asked him, what are you going to do? What do you think about it? Does it affect your business? He said, if somebody take a bucket of water from the ocean is not going to complain about it. That's all. That's all. Because somebody had taken a dig at you or somebody did something harm, that doesn't mean you got to hate them. Doesn't mean you got to avoid them. Just still learn to work with them. Probably you being a good guy, a genuine guy, will help him to change. So start thinking differently. Learn to live peaceably with them. I'd seen, say for example, the American politics. Before the election, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, they fought against each other tooth and nails. They literally fought. They both wanted to be the president. They fought. Finally, Hillary went down. Barack Obama was elected. Guess where Hillary now? She is working as a defense secretary with her. Can our politician do that? I'm not posting about them. What I'm trying to say, I can disagree with you and I still can be peace with you. We may have two different religions. We may have two completely different view of life, but we still can be agreeable. As a citizen of this nation, in essentials, we got to be united, but in non-essentials, we can always differ from one another. We don't have to take the arms and weapons against someone because he's from another political party or he's from another religion or he doesn't agree with my view. Because somebody opposes your view, that doesn't mean he can kill you or kill your view. That doesn't mean he can stop you from achieving what you want. It's interesting, the more number of people oppose you in your views, more sharper you become in the days to come. What did made you sharper in your thinking? How did you become successful in your business? Because other people came to oppose you, try to stop you, try to compete with you. That brought sharpness in what you're doing. So think positive. Learn to live peaceable with all people. No matter how much they disagree, no matter how much they wanted to harm you, learn to be peaceable. And be gentle. Your gentleness can destroy the sharpness of your enemy. At the end of the day, we all are the lovers of good things. Learn to be gentle. So friend, I want to conclude here this morning by challenging you to be responsible. There are rights, there are responsibility. Of course, all the rights that you say yours is yours. But your rights become rights only when someone is responsible. When you read in the Bible, there is a verse says that you will eat from the trees that you haven't planted. You will live in the house you haven't built. People pray for that. Oh God, you said you will give me that. But in order for you to get the house you haven't built, or in order to eat the fruit you haven't planted from the tree that you haven't planted, in order to drink the wine that from the plant which you haven't planted, somebody else have to do it. There comes the responsibility. We have to be responsible with our state, with our nation, with our planet. We got to save this planet with a more good feeling for our next generation. We cannot finish it off. You have rights, but other side of your rights, you have responsibilities. You take your responsibility serious, your rights will come to you at your doorstep. Rights is an answer for your responsibility. Every right becomes right when you're responsible. So I want to challenge you this day. Be responsible. Be responsible to yourself of what you are becoming. Be responsible to your family. Be responsible for your village. Be responsible for things that you complain about. Instead of complaining about the things that's wrong, think about how can I make a difference? How can I change them? I want to challenge you. Take small, little steps of initiatives. Small steps. Your small steps build big empires in the days to come. Your small steps will lead you to a successful, happy, enjoyable life in the days to come. So, all the best. God bless you. Be a responsible citizen. Always ready to do good work. Speak good for others. Live peaceably and have a good thinking all the time. All the best. Thank you.
I hope this message has blessed your life. You are welcome to join with us for a lively praise and worship at Emerald Lawns every Sunday at 11 a.m. Come, join us and enjoy the power of changed lives. Once you meet Jesus, your life will never be the same again. Jesus is the answer for all your problems. When God works in you, you are a winner. I believe you are blessed by the message that you have heard today. We are working constantly to make a change in our community. Come and support our charity called El Shaddai Street Child Rescue, rescuing thousands of children from the streets and slums of India and making them responsible, confident citizens of the nation. For more information, please visit our website www.childrescue.net. We are looking after hundreds of children through our children's home, shelters, and community care centers. You can help a child go to school by paying Rs 800 a month, or you may support a child in our homes by paying 1,500 a month. Feel free to come and volunteer with us to help the poor and needy. Thank you and God bless you.